Welcome back, all my YouTube subscribers, Twitter followers, all the big Giant fans out there. The Giants are fresh off their first two-game winning streak since 2016, and this week we face our arch nemesis in their house. We go to the Link as we take on the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that we've only beaten 2 times in the last 10 times we've met, and we haven't won in Philly since 2013. I don't know about you Giants fans, but I'm sick and tired of losing this football team. I can't stand this football team, and they've had our number, and I want to get a win. They embarrassed us early in the year when they beat the hell out of us. No excuses this week, Giants. I need you to give it all you got. Leave all your blood, all your sweat, all your tears out on that football field and find a way to win this football game. This is our Super Bowl as far as I'm concerned. End this team's season. And a big reason why this Eagles team has struggled this year is because they have lost their identity. Last year, they pounded the ball almost as much as anybody. They ranked 3rd in rushing yards, 6th in rushing attempts. This year, they ranked 25th in both. And yes, do injuries have a lot to do with that? Yes, they're on like their 4th string running back. Their offensive line is not the same. I know that they're decimated with injuries on the defense, but do I feel bad as a Giants fan? Absolutely not. Our team had more injuries than any team in football last year. And I can't lie, this team has owned us. They've owned us over the last 10 years, but this team is banged up, and they are not the same football team. The 2 prior years at the Link, this team was 16-3. This year, they are 2-3 at home. This team is very beatable in their building. They're not these world beaters. A huge key for the Giants this week is to get out to the early lead. The Philadelphia Eagles are the worst first quarter team in football. They've only scored 21 points in the first quarter all year in 10 games. They only averaged 2.1 points per first quarter, and 14 of them came against the Giants when we played them earlier in the year. So they've only scored 7 points in the first quarter in their other 9 games. So the Giants need to take advantage of that. We need to get out to the early lead and dictate the pace of this game, because the Eagles, when they dictate the game, they win. They're 2nd in the league in time of possession. The Giants cannot let that happen. We need to pound the ball with Barkley, and we need to put up some early points. Another thing that the Eagles were great at last year was creating turnovers. They created 31 last year, which ranked 4th in the league. This year, in 10 games, they've only created 7, and they're -9 in the turnover differential, which ranks 29th in the league. So the Giants can't give them free points like they did the first time they played this team, when Eli threw an interception in his own red zone. Now, one major concern I have for this Giants defense coming out of last week's win was their run defense. They surrendered over 5 yards a carry to a team that was only averaging 3.5 yards a carry coming in, and that is a huge key in this football game. In their 6 losses, the Eagles have been held to under 100 yards 5 times. In their 4 wins, they've gotten over 100 in all 4 of them. So 100 rushing yards is a huge key in this game. The Giants have to stuff the run against this football team. Make Carson Wentz throw the football. And this is a completely different offense than the Tampa Bay Bucks last week. The Tampa Bay Bucks were a big play offense. We saw it with the 41-yard touchdown to Evans. This season, the Eagles only have 3 passing touchdowns outside the red zone. Wentz in this offense likes to grind out the clock, win the time of possession, and score in the red zone. And he's got 2 great red zone targets in Ertz and Jeffery. Ertz has 5 touchdowns on the year. All 5 have come on the red zone, and it's the same story for Jeffery. 4 touchdowns on the year. Once again, all of them have come in the red zone. So the Giants have got to find a way to stuff this team when they get close to the goal line. And the defense must continue to be opportunistic. They've created 6 turnovers in the last 2 games. The Eagles have only created 7 turnovers all year, so the Giants need to continue to send the blitz and force the quarterback to make throws he doesn't want to make. And can we please get a few more sacks this week? And on offense, the Giants need to continue to do what they've done the last 2 weeks. Feed Barkley the ball. I want it to be an all-you-can-eat buffet. Give him all he can handle. 20, 25, 30 carries if you can. Give him the ball as many times as you possibly can. Barkley tore this team up the first time they played, and this Eagles run defense the last 2 weeks has been abysmal. They've surrendered 170 yards rushing in each of their last 2 games. So they need to pound the ball to set up the play-action pass where they will be able to hit deep balls against this crippled secondary. The Giants' passing attack the last 2 weeks has been extremely efficient. The defense, because of the rushing attack, has had to sell out. They've had to guard against the run, and it's opened up big passing opportunities in the air. Eli last week was 10 of 10 out of the play action. And the special teams needs to keep it up. Corey Coleman needs to continue to do what he's doing. He's averaging nearly 29 yards a return. And the Giants' kick return defense has been great this year. They're only giving up about 18 yards a kick return. So continue to flip the field position. So that's it, guys. Get out to the early lead. run the ball down their throat, play mistake-free football, and we will get out of the link with a victory for the first time since 2013 and be within 2 games with 5 to play of the division lead. This season is not over, Giants fans, but we have to find a way to win in Philadelphia this Sunday, and I think they're going to do it, and it's why I'm picking the Giants to win 24-23 in a close matchup in Philadelphia as we finally end this streak. As I've done the last 4 weeks, I will be streaming the game with a play-by-play commentary, so please be sure to stop by and hang out with the entertainer as we watch the Giants take on the Philadelphia Eagles. If you liked what you watched, please subscribe, drop a comment, maybe give the entertainer a thumbs up. Let's talk some Giants football. Let's talk about how we can get out of Philadelphia with a win this Sunday. As always, cheers.